Hey guys, so we are at a property right now that we have been talking with the agent. The owner is open to owner financing it. It's a massive project, about 24,000 square feet, actually about 21.5. They put 2,500 square feet in on the patios up top, right about there. The bottom half of it is actually rented out, so they're getting a little over $6,000 a month for it, and the other half is still available to be rented. The entire top floor is open, and so that's about 11,500 square feet inside, and another 2,500 square foot of patio space. All of this parking area is all yours. If you can see, this is the end of it. And this is all the same parcel going forward. That building is a mirror image of this building, same kind of thing. That one has one full tenant. The silver cars that you see over there, that's the end of this parking area right here, and then it kind of just goes straight out to the street. So I want to kind of look to the front of the building. It has a really good frontal facing area that has good exposure on Warm Springs. And this is right next to a brand new small hotel that is just within the same parking lot, actually. And so this is all the same unit or same building. And I'm just kind of going to walk around the front of it so you can see a little bit about the building and the front exterior of it. There's a lot to see upstairs, so I definitely will get into that. And I want you to be able to just kind of get a feel for what's going on. You have this cool metal structure that's on the outside, a little bit of a design. Actually has a good amount of design in this property. So we're at Warm Springs, and if we look to the left, this is where the rental car pickup and drop off is for the airport. Las Vegas Boulevard is straight down this way, just a few minutes that way, actually maybe 1 minute away from with a car. Across the street you have your gas station, dry cleaners. I think there's a bar in there as well. And going through the front, just want you guys to be able to a little bit see it. I mean, it's pretty shaded here, but here we are, so you can see a little bit of it. Here we are. So I would assume your guests would be coming from Las Vegas Boulevard or from the rental car pickup, and they'd head probably straight down here. There's the off to the straight ahead is going to be where the the hotel is, the brand new hotel area. And so coming around the front, just going to go through. This is a really large building, almost 24,000 square foot of space, and they do have under parking here too. So you have a little bit of shaded parking area in this structure. Another patio. You have a few patios on top, so it's kind of nice. On this side is kind of an executive area, so you have your own conference room, office area, and a bathroom with a shower, so it's kind of cool. And then going over here, this cinder block area is actually going to be an elevator, so that would be going to the second level, or this stairs is the primary entrance into that area. And this parking, half of this parking area, so not the far side but this side here, all would be your parking. Going down here as well to the garbage area over there. Now this owner bought this building in 2015 for $2.3 million. Next door, that owner bought that building for $4 million in 2018. So a little ways away from where we're at right now, and this one is 6.25. So going up, we do have tiled floors with the sandpaper grip so you don't slip. That's a nice feature. Coming up and through, this is all tiled on the outside with wood look tile. And this is Luke. Thank you very much for showing us today. So here again is the elevator entrance for here for the second level. And then wrapping around, I just want you to be able to see this very large balcony space out here as well. And just pretty good open space. You got mountains in the back, but that's kind of a crank your neck kind of thing. And so here we go. This would be your main entrance where your guests would come through, the students would. You have your entrance area. You have a large conference over here. We're going to have a lot of rooms to go through. And we're just going to run through pretty quick. A small office area on this side with balcony, emergency exit access over here. And then going through, you do have supply area in here. And then off to my right, this is another small area for an office. Now this is what I'm entering into is the executive area. This would be the executive conference room over here. And actually, well, there's another executive conference room. That's another area. So here it is for the little conference room area. This could be an executive office. And then over on this side is where their storage is and the restroom. That was the one that has the shower in it. So tile area, shower. There we go. Oh, you could put a mini bar. And then going through here, this is the big area right here. Hello, Jessica. So yeah, so we got a lot of space in here that you can use as your main event area. Of course, you could keep this if you choose to. You could tear it out. These walls make it look closer in, but we can take those out. I don't believe they would be supporting. This, however, I do believe is supporting. And we got one more of those. So looking past here, this is like a little row area. And then you have your main stage over off of that side. And then we would be going back another section. And we have a row of offices here. All of this, I believe, can be just taken completely out, except for the two pillars that I had mentioned right here. Bop, bop. And then if it's a little confusing because I'm kind of running through one side of it, but I am still, this is where the front entrance would be. So there's the front entrance. Your guests could come right back here, and they're in the main event area. And off to the left, we have office space. Here we go. And then we have glass on this office space in here, so you could look out into the vent area. And same with this one. Office area, boards. So this goes back into a little bit more office, another office over here, and then going back into here. I think this is just storage. Yeah, storage area. Ding. So again, this is pretty deep and there's a lot of space. This could really be adjusted to really anything that you were wanting to do. It's pretty maneuverable. A lot of these walls can be taken out. Here I'm in the back area with the electric panels, another office area here, and then your IT room is right here. There is electronic entry from the front and all the other doors, so you can control access. I know one thing that we were talking about before was ceiling height. I believe these are about 10-foot ceilings. However, I noticed this panel here was opened up. And you may not be able to notice it by the video, but it looks like there's a good 3 feet until you get to the trusses on the top. So you could probably put a screen another 2 feet up. So I'd say 12 foot would be really reasonable for this property if you want to adjust the ceiling height and maybe make it more look industrial, right? And then there are security cameras that are throughout the complex. Here we are. And so I'm going to go through the front and just kind of work my way around this big U-shaped building here. So again, this would be the main area, main event area. Do have more conference area, and there is a large, we have our bathrooms right here. There's 3 stalls for the men, 3 stalls for the women. Let's head on this side. 2 sinks, urinal, and then 2 toilets, 1 handicap. And then if we're going in here, we have another, there's so many chairs, office chairs and tables everywhere. And they said that, potentially this could just all be left behind if you're interested in having it come along. Now this is the break room. We got a double fridge and actually a good size area here. It's not too small. Some buildings get really cramped with their break room areas. But I want to make sure you can see what we have to work with. Sink, 2 fridges, TV that's already wired in, patio off to the side. Here we are. And here we are. And then you have the strip would be straight out there. Airport is also right there. Rental car pickup was right down here, and Las Vegas Boulevard was right down here. This is Warm Springs, the road that we're looking over right now. That's the gas station and the cleaners that we were talking about earlier. Looks like you do have some paint Probably scrape this paint off, looks a little worn out. But besides that, I'm not seeing too much delayed maintenance for this property. It's not too bad. All right, so I think that you've seen all of the top level. Again, you do have security cameras that are popping up through other areas, projector already wired in. And yeah, I think that's the top part for you. I'm gonna go take a look at the bottom floor that's currently rented. I did want to note that they do have surround sound speakers throughout the main area here. I just noticed they have the volume knob back here as well. So I'm downstairs and there is a double door entrance right here. And off to the right is one tenant space that is its own area, and then you have a second tenant space over on this side. And behind this wall is restrooms. These restrooms are dedicated for this area, which says Bright Solar. This area has its own restrooms in the back there. So this one just doesn't have restrooms attached to it, so those ones are dedicated. Coming in, this is more of a office with bullpen area situation. You do have a break room over here with kitchen. Here we are. Then going through, you have an open area for, I guess, bullpen, and then you have offices off to the right and left. Here we are. And I kind of want to show you on this side too. Now this is not currently occupied, of course. The other side has a tenant. They are paying a reduced rate to have a monthly lease, so they could be more flexible. The owner reduced it down and said, hey, if you can be flexible with leaving within a quick time frame, we'll give you a cheaper rent. And they agreed to that. It sounds like they may be interested in staying around doing a longer lease as well. But this area definitely could be leased out with a little bit of a refresh maybe. Here we go. And then going through here, you have a little bit more of an office space, and then this is kind of like a back patio area on here. And you'd probably be looking about, for this kind of an office space on the bottom floor, you'd be looking at about $1.60 a square foot. So I think that the other unit could do the same thing. So we have about 12,000 square feet on the bottom. If you get it to $160 or $1.60 a square foot, that'd be pretty good. And then on the top part, I know you're going to be using it yourself, but we think that if you did one tenant for that whole thing, you'd probably be around $1.40 a square foot for that area. And here we go.